Alexander reading. He's holding brain scanners, and I'm just gonna go away.
Stay close. Thank you guys for coming. We can do this one. How about you hear it?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Semi-tech. Thanks to Firestarters for having us, and of course to Casper for introducing us.
The ultimate dating service.
Yeah, seriously. So tonight is going to be flat out the cuff. We're going to bring you through an emotional arcade. And how many people were there at the opening yesterday or today who have any idea what they're about to see? A lot of you guys. Oh, that's great. Okay, so for the rest of you, an emotional arcade is an interactive exhibition designed to let you play games using your emotions, using headsets that I wasn't smart enough to figure out how to do, but luckily Alex was. And what we've done is created 3 different competitions for you. One we call the Rage Balloons, where you fill balloons with one of 5 emotions: rage, bliss, lust, fear, or chill, which is the letting go of all emotion. And yeah, the next, that's the first, because you're never in life are you ever celebrated for letting go of your emotions. You know? Like you're never out in the world and it's okay to just be rageful all of a sudden and then someone hands you a lollipop. That never happens. And so I like the idea of a world where at least once
you can make the world a better place.
Yeah, right,
that just happened.
Right. You can completely lose it, and that becomes something you're rewarded for. After that, we take you into what we call the reflective roulette, which we hope you get a chance to see. We weren't able to move it over here tonight, but what that is a chance to let go of all emotion, to have an experience. You get little prizes. It's a roulette wheel with scissors that you cut with your mind. You must let go of all emotion. You must not want the prize in order to win the prize.
Once you start winning, getting close,
it gets harder.
You gotta
Yeah,
bring your excitement back down.
Yeah, it gets really hard as well as you see all those amazing prizes. We have one of which actually will be an amazing prize tonight, so it's definitely going to change the experiment. And then the last one that we have is the love competition, because in our opinion, love is the coolest emotion of all, and we want to leave people feeling nice. So the why of this, why even do this, is mostly A, because it's fun. And it's weird and fun, and we like to do weird and fun things. B, because people have revelations when they do these types of games. When you are sat down and confronted, who will you love in a love competition, a lot of times people don't know what to say. A lot of times people learn something about themselves when that happens. They find they don't love the person they thought they loved. Has happened before. They find they really love someone different than they thought they were going to love. A lot of things like that happen, and that's just kind of the play, and that's kind of the art, is to create a space for revelatory experience. That's the only reason to do that, and that's what we're going to try and do tonight. So let's just do it. How many people here won any of the balloon competitions? Yes, how many hands? 1, 2, 3, 4. Will you come up, please? That's perfect. Come on, let's give them a round of applause. Okay, so while Alex fixes everyone up, hi. Welcome. What's your name? Mila? Right? Susan, nice to meet you. Okay, we're going to say that. We know this guy. We just saw this guy blow our minds. Come on up. So earlier we had competitions like the one we're about to have, and we gave the winner a ticket for them to have a chance to come and compete in the finals tonight. We're going to do 2 rounds of the Rage Balloon. Yeah. You won before? We're going to do 2 rounds of this. The first round is with the winners from yesterday and today. The second round we will pull from the audience, from the numbers that you were given, and then the winners of each round will compete head-to-head in the love competition. The winner of which will get this lovely prize here, as well as maybe a couple of others if Casper got them approved. Yeah? We think so. Okay. So, the first thing we have to do is choose an emotion of the 5 for these guys to do. Which emotion did you win with?
Chill.
Chill. Which emotion did you win with? Fear. You won with fear. Awesome. Lust. You won with lust.
Rage.
And you won with rage.
Yes.
Okay, so I like that. This is all very different. What we've noticed, I would say really quick, is that all of the games have very different trajectories. A bliss competition generally goes a lot faster than a rage competition. And a lust competition gets progressively harder as more people are watching. So I think what we should do, what do you think, Alex? I think what we should do is we should let the audience choose what the emotion is.
Emotion? Sure.
Yeah. So let's just do a show of hands. Should we do show of hands? This is going to be a total mess. Fine. Show of hands for rage. Show of hands for bliss. Not much bliss. Show of hands for fear. Ooh, a lot of fear. Show of hands for lust. Show of hands for chill, letting go of all emotion. Okay, so it looks like a tie between lust and fear. So let's do it again. Did we think it was going to turn into this? We should have known. We should have known. All right. Let's say, okay, all in favor of rage, raise your hands.
No.
Oh, fear, sorry, fear. All in favor of fear. Okay. All in favor of lust. Okay. Did you tell? Lust, huh? Yeah. It was lust. Oh, man. Okay. Lust it is. So our first competition with the winners will be lust. Now, it can be an arousal state of something that you love, but the idea is to generate as much passion as you can for something. What I won't do is ask you all what you're going to generate passion for before we start the game. I'll wait till after. Are we all set up for the balloons here? Yep. Here for you. How are we doing? Everyone's on? Okay, once we get this balloon on, we're going to be ready to go. I put on some appropriate weird music for this. Alright, we're good to go. We're good to go? Yeah. Okay. Alright, everyone. Okay, everyone. Please give our contestants a little bit quiet. Now, this could take, we have no idea. We've never seen them do this before. This could take 30 seconds. This could take 5 minutes of very painful lustiness. So, bear with us, everyone. Please try as hard as you can in your space to be lusty. I don't know really how else to prompt people.
Lustful.
Good luck.
Lustness.
Let's begin.
Good lust.
And we begin.
And go.
You guys are embarrassing us. Come on. Come on. Yeah.
Now it's starting to get serious.
Yeah. Oh, this is no kid.
Looks like the guys are winning this one.
This is for the phone. This is for the phone. You having trouble holding it? Oh, this is bad.
Those in the front rows may want to. You're sensitive.
We have seen comebacks from this point. Yesterday, a girl in a lust competition came back from the edge and won in a heartbeat.
There's some performance anxiety here, which.
Yeah. You always have to remember.
Let's let William flush down to the audience.
I'm gonna let the balloon go.
Okay.
Or would you like to tie it up? As a memento of how much lust you actually have right now.
I keep it warm.
And you get, no, you're gone for good. You get a seat on the low couch.
So please, yes, go have a seat back over there. Thank you so much. Have a lollipop for playing, everyone. Everyone who plays always gets a lollipop. There are no losers.
Can I get a lollipop for my friend too? Because she's in the...
Of course you can. Sure. Thank you so much. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Everyone's so polite here.
All right. So, we have one more competition. You ready to do your thing?
So can we bring up the Mac on the floor here?
Yeah. So we'll do, everyone when you came in, you got 2 tickets, yes? Pull those tickets out. This is a random number generator. We're going to randomly call 4 more contestants up. Yep.
Someone yell stop.
Stop.
248.
248.
Ah,
There you are. All right. Here we go again. Keep going. Someone yell stop. 263. All right. How you doing?
all right, there we go. Here we go again.
Okay.
231. We got 231? Yeah, all right, one more time. All right, 270. Awesome.
Hello. All right. So we did lust, and that was a pretty good one. Now we have to choose another one for these guys. Last on the list, we had a lot of votes for fear and a lot of votes for rage. How many people for fear? Lots of fear. People want to see the fear. Should we even try bliss? Anyone care to see these people happy? 4 people. 4 people. No, there's some good bliss. There's some bliss. I'm sorry. Try that again. Bliss. Rage. Try to keep. Fear. Fear wins. Another wins. Oh. Same state. Okay, guys.
Okay, I think we're good to go. What was the verdict here?
Fear.
Fear.
Fear is our.
All right.
What is?
Oh yeah, we need balloons.
Being at work. Okay. Contestant number 1 is going to think about being at work. Okay. Oh, sorry. And what will you be fearing today?
Your choice of fear this evening?
Public embarrassment.
Public embarrassment. That is a really good one.
Make that happen right now.
If we were going to make bets, right? We're not trying here. Try it. And you, sir?
I'm really afraid of being tickled, so imagine all just tickling me at the same time.
Okay. Tickle. And what about you?
Fear of heights.
Fear of heights. Heights. Tickle. Public embarrassment. And work. This is. I can't predict a winner off of this, but I would like, just by a show of hands right now, how many people think this gentleman's going to win? Ben?
You don't know my work.
You don't know his work. Right here? Got a lot of supporters for embarrassment.
That's special.
Yeah? Yeah? Got a lot of supporters there. With tickling,
They all want to tickle me.
are you, is that because the entire audience is also afraid of tickling? Or is it just because he looks especially fearful? Okay.
All right,
You ready?
let's count down this time. 3, 2, 1. Beer. Did you know the average retirement age is it's increasing every day?
Yeah, that job for a while. Alex, maybe you could tickle contestant number 3.
Tickle all of them?
We don't know you were.
Oh my God.
All right, so now we have to ask immediately, what's your work?
I work 70 to 80 hours a week. And yeah,
70 to 80 hours a week.
yeah, I'm a lawyer, corporate lawyer. I did think of heights as well.
You did think of height? You switched? You stole his?
That's a very good idea.
I'm not sure that that's. We need to make it.
Result that counts.
Yeah. It is the result counts. Congratulations. Everyone, take your gun home. Oh. Here you go. Thank you for playing so much. Good luck. No public embarrassment for you, so you're in good day. Good luck. Work with the heights. Excellent. Okay, so we have our two for the yes, no, you're up in the grand prize competition right here. So both of you have a seat. Will you sit just a little closer to here? So now, for the grand prize.
So hold on.
What's up, Seth?
So this is the love competition.
Yeah.
And this is where these two guys are gonna love as hard as they can against each other. But everyone that came in here got tickets. So you guys, this is correct, right? This is good to go. All right. So you guys are gonna vote with your tickets. Who you think is gonna win? And the prize, we're gonna have 2 buckets that we're gonna collect tickets in, and then we'll pick one out randomly out of the bucket that's winner, and that person will get a pass to IDFA next year. Woo! That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think there were 2 buckets around.
Yeah, right over there.
Yeah. So we get a couple of volunteers over here. Cool. Grab another person. Okay. So if you think this guy is going to win, pass your tickets down the audience.
With how?
Amory and Jim. Amory and Jim.
Okay. So if you think Amory is going to win the love competition, send your tickets down to this bowl. If you think Jim's going to win the love competition, send your tickets down to that bowl. And and make sure you tear them in half so you remember what number you have.
Yeah, team half
It's important.
It's a very important part of his game.
Yeah, keep going, yeah. So tear them in half, send the one, whichever side you think will be the winner. Let's switch back to the match.
Okay. All right. So let me explain the origin of this game real quick. Yeah. So a few years ago, I had just left a really bad job, similar to Henri, in television, and I wanted to make a film called The Crying Competition. We got 9 people at a table, whistle blows, first tier to hit the table wins. Go. And we ended up doing it with Casper at Contestants, his film festival he was at for a while ago. amazing film festival. And we had a girl cry in about 13 seconds. The follow-up to that was the love competition, of which this is the portable version. In this version, you get 20 seconds to love someone as hard as you can.
Can we vote? Can we still vote?
Did you pass your ticket yet? Oh, if you didn't get your ticket, you want to go to the right?
All right, okay, I got you.
We got it. All right. So, both of you need to think of someone to love as hard as they can. If you would like to tell me who you're choosing to love in the contest, you can. If you would like to keep it to yourself, that's totally fine. What do you say?
My wife.
Good answer.
I'm gonna keep it to myself.
Okay. So, you guys, look straight ahead.
Stay focused, look forward.
Look straight ahead. So you want to explain a little bit about what's happening?
Okay, so what's going to happen, at first the system's going to take a base level, so you guys shouldn't be loving right now.
Yeah.
To get the base level, what their faces are, and then I'll say, okay, love. And at that point, you got to start loving, and you'll have, I think it's 10-15 seconds to love.
Yeah.
So it's very short, you got to love in a very short time, so it is a competition. Okay, so
And what is generated, well, we're measuring these involuntary biological responses, similar to what you were being shown earlier. All of it, that was terrifying. Similar. Okay. See, when you are in love, when you're feeling love, when you're generating love for the person that you're in love with, or the person you're really in love with, what is happening in your brain, according to neuroscientists, is that your nucleus accumbens, a little area of your brain, is producing large quantities of 4 to 5 chemicals. They disagree, neuroscientists disagree. Basically, oxytocin, dopamine, serotonin, and vasopressin begin being produced. This creates activity in your brain, and when people say that I feel love right now, when they look at their brains, that's what they generally see. They see an increase in that region of these things. And so what they also then see is that when they analyze other biological characteristics from that, they see that when they're saying they feel love, their pupils are dilating, their heartbeats are getting faster, their face is flushing. These sort of physical manifestations of what is happening internally. So that's what this facial recognition technology is doing.
So, too long didn't understand. We're going to see if these guys are going to blush and see if the blood vessels on their faces are going to open up and if the looks and the faces will change.
So ready?
Ready to go?
Okay.
Ready to go? You guys, so don't love right now. Just be neutral.
Don't love anything.
Okay, almost. Okay, love.
Begin.
You love yourself more than I love my wife.
You're a very emotional man. Very emotional man. Thank you so much for playing. I believe we have a very nice present for you as well. Gift for your competing and winning.
Yes.
And you'll just talk to him about it.
Yes.
He'll tell
Check
you.
out that guy.
No. And then, Casper, how does the
Handing off with the grand
Go
prize.
ahead, come on. Okay. Would you like to give a little more information about who you were loving? Just for these people. They won't tweet it, they won't talk about it.
Well, it's actually someone I just met, and I don't know.
Oh.
But I thought I'd try it out, see what happens. That's all I'm going to say.
So now you're going to go find that person.
Hey, lady, guess who won?
That's probably, by the way, that's probably the best opening line in the history of opening lines. I just love competition thinking about him.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. All right, well, congrats. Who is it? Tell us a little, yeah, who are you? Tell us a little
my name's Jim. I work for a film festival also, and apparently I have emotional problems. Or I'm very good at it. I figured it out.
I don't think winning games with your emotions is a problem at all. Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. So, do we give him the prize? How does this work?
Here you go. The official.
You want to rap?
He wants to be loved.
He wants to rap. He wants you all to love him. But
All right.
well, we have two things to pull first. We have to pull the winner, I guess, for the guest pass, and then we will put all the remainders in here and raffle a phone.
Okay.
Yep.
That sounds good.
I feel like the emotions are rewarding that.
That's really sweet of you. You do have emotional problems.
All right. So we'll randomly pick out a number here.
From the gym list.
Number 244 gets a guest pass. So see this man down here. Okay, and then we'll put all the numbers.
Yeah. Put all the numbers in.
All right, numbers. So now everyone has a chance here. This is a lot of responsibility.
Yeah. Let's let Jen. Yeah, for sure. Go for it.
You have to be wide up for this.
Yeah, got Mike. Got Mike.
Is she here?
No, she's not here.
So we know it's not real.
260.
260. You just came to a weird little thing. Next thing you know, you get a phone. Congratulations.
My phone sucks. Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right. Well done. I don't know where we're at time. We just pretty much we can all go get drunk. If anybody has some questions, you're up to you.
So now we're going to talk science, right?
Okay. Yeah. Lots of science.
No, we're going to leave it at this, except for if anybody has any questions about...
No, I'm sure they got everything.
I know there was yesterday an installation, there
I have one
was...
question.
I didn't even...
Well, just so everyone can hear it, I was wondering if you thought about doing these kind of experiments with actors.
Because they can reproduce.
Well,
Why
that's
not?
yeah. So the crime competition that I was telling you about, I actually first talked to Catherine Keener about it, who is an actress in America, and she had been in this movie called Living in Oblivion, where she had to cry 40 times in a row in one scene, and they just ran a take of her just having to generate this emotional state, and it was crazy. And she said, "Thanks for the idea, Brent. I will never do that again. It was the hardest day of my life." And so, but I did try it with actors in LA, the crying competition, and after 40 minutes, none of them could even get close to tears. 4 male actors. Do you want to know why? They were all on antidepressants. Really. True story. So, we went for non-actors. We went for non-actors after that. Yeah. And yes, you?
Where can I find the theory behind it? Because I would like to know how it works.
You would like to know how love works?
The cat works.
Yeah.
I just like to know.
Yeah.
Is there like a theory or a book or whatever?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different discussions and disagreements and books and debates on
What's being measured here is the output of emotion, right? We're measuring physiological responses of it, while the type of thing Brent did with the MRI is measuring direct brain scanning. So if you're interested in this sort of thing, you're probably looking more towards measuring external changes that show what emotion people are having. Sort of a few things like William showed, like with the face tracking, and I think he showed a company has a GSR band. So those are all different ways to track these physiological.
Yeah, I mean, so it's two things. There's the technology that enables like an EEG headset to measure your frontal cortex, right? And the activity behind it. And it's very basic. This is a single sensor. These aren't super expensive machines. They are expensive, but they're not super expensive. The technology is improving a lot, and they're getting more nuanced measurements from different parts of the brain. That's possible. That's one side of it. The other side of it is the bigger sort of philosophical question of like, how are you telling me that emotion is related to these chemicals? Or how are you telling me that this brain activity relates to this emotion? And so there is a slight, there's definitely a chance that Jim was thinking of rage during the love competition. He could have fooled us all, and we wouldn't know given this test. In what we're doing, which is an art project, an interactive installation, which is hopefully enjoyable, is taking people at their words, that if they agree to be in the love competition, they're going to try and love someone. we start with that, please.
Maybe we're hooking people up.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently. But so there was a lot of research on the relationship between physiological responses and neurological responses. You got to dig for that. Like, there are books and there are disagreements. You got to dig. You can come see me. I'll send you some way more links than you'd ever want to read. And then for anything with the technological aspect, that's all Alex. So.
Your headset was doing the frontal cortex, you said, but you had also something on the ear?
Yeah, just to, like...
That's for grounding, yeah, to get ground reading.
Yeah.
So how long until I can download this as an app?
Oh, that would be a good question. If only there was like a app phone maker able to help get this stuff off the ground.
I'd imagine it's called like vibraphone or something.
Vibraphone? Is that what they are?
Yeah.
I forget that's what the name is. Yeah, no, we're definitely looking to do that. App building is really expensive, and we'll see if we can get that going shortly. Or next year.
You just had Jim from South to Southwest. So maybe right there you might find someone. Any other questions? The guy with the phone.
Call me that for all weekend. Alex, could you talk a little bit about the gear that you made, like the contraptions that actually powered the balloons?
Yeah, for sure. So in that little box are a bunch of air solenoids actually to turn on and off to open up the balloons, and there's actually an Arduino Mega that's reading Bluetooth devices that are connected to these headsets. So the Arduino is reading the signals and interpreting them and determining whether to trigger those solenoids to let the air go through. And there are a couple switches to pick either meditative emotions or attentive emotions, and there's another switch to do singles and doubles for different types of games. So it's fairly simple, built around that EEG technology.
Yeah.
But there's like this set of chemicals that are released relating to these different emotions that you described. But what you're measuring here is more physiological response, right?
Yeah, and I mean, not to get really into the weeds of this stuff, but like an MRI is not measuring the chemicals either. It's measuring the parts of the brain that are producing those.
Exactly.
The only way to really get those measurements is if you're taking blood or urine right after.
Which may happen next year.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
We keep pitching it to Casper, keep telling us to think of it. Yeah. Any others? We good? Oh yeah.
Is thinking about an emotion is the same as feeling it?
I think that is probably really subjective, and I'm certainly not qualified to answer that. They do know that if they show you a picture of someone you feel strongly about, that you will have a physiological change most often. If you don't, you might have emotional problems. No, but there are often these sort of patterned, internal reactions to things like that. So in a way, some would say yes, but it's really, I'm not a neuroscientist, I'm not capable of saying sorry.
We aren't doctors, we just play one of them.
Yes.
One with the show there?
Yeah.
Can it be used as a lie detector?
So a lot of this technology, to what we're talking about, is being used in that way. Actually, the researchers that I did the love competition with made a very concerted effort to do a study to show how MRIs could be beat as lie detectors. And because in India, for a while, they were being used, or maybe they even still are being used as lie detector tests. And they're not accurate enough. Within 20 minutes to a half hour, you can train someone to be any of these things. So no.
I have a question also. Is like fear a stronger emotion as opposed to love, for example? Are certain emotions easier to detect?
Yeah. Again, this is like so above our pay grade, but but I will say, I mean, I will talk about this all night, whether I'm actually right. So there, what currently my understanding of what actual neuroscientists know about this is that there are different sort of chemicals released. So the amygdala in your brain, one of the oldest parts of the brain, the back brain, releases dopamine in the fight or flight responses that is associated with fear. That is a different neurochemical than oxytocin. They're often released from very similar places. So it doesn't, measuring strength, or it's interactive, it's far more complex than just saying that they can be hierarchized in that way, to my understanding. And I hope it's the truth.
Okay, that's all we have time for, sadly. The good news is, I think this discussion, the best part of this discussion, the scientific value of this or not, happened, as far as I know, yesterday during the installation of someone from the AMC, neurologist, discussed the scientific value of it, yes or no, during a competition. And if you want to try it for yourself, or continue the discussion tomorrow at 4, from 4 to 6, the installation version will be open in the interactive reality exhibition in the arcade itself, with other games besides the ones you saw here. From 8 to 10, there's a second chance to see it, and on Sundays, the final chance to see it, or to play it. And other than that, I just want to invite you to tomorrow's live screening at 8 p.m. Jonathan Harris with food, projects that are, to me, some of the most important masterpieces of interactive documentary. And other than that, just thank you very much. And